Hi, I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to continue with my series entitled Blues Solos with Comping. In this series, we learn how to go back and forth from lead guitar to rhythm guitar accompaniment within the context of a 12-bar blues. First, I'll play blues solo with comping in the key of G number 5, and then I'll break it down for you. Here we go. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, let's go ahead and look at our 12-bar blues exercise. We're going to take the 12 bars and break it down into 3 4-bar phrases. Each 4-bar phrase will have 2 licks, and each lick will be followed by an accompaniment pattern, or comping. So we'll be going back and forth between a lead guitar lick and an accompaniment pattern. Now, in this 12 bars, we'll be using a couple of different scales. The first scale will be the minor pentatonic, otherwise known as the blues scale, at the 3rd fret. This is in the key of G. Here's the pattern. We will also be using the major pentatonic scale in the same area. So here is the major pentatonic scale at the 3rd fret. We will also be using a bit of the minor pentatonic scale for G between the 5th and 8th fret. This is known as the D pattern for those of you who are familiar with the caged system. Here's the pattern. Let's go ahead and break down the first phrase. Phrase 1 starts with a lick out of the G minor pentatonic scale at the 3rd fret. So we start with a whole step bend, followed by 3rd fret, 2nd string, 3rd fret, 1st string, and then ending on the root G. Then we go into our accompaniment pattern, or comping. The comping consists of a G5 or G power chord, then to a C triad, which isn't really a change to a C chord here, it's just movement around the G chord. Then we go to an abbreviated G7, which consists of a flatted 7, major 3rd, and a 5th, and then I'm going to add a little trill here. Our next lick starts the same way. Then we're going to go into the major pentatonic there, and then ending in the minor pentatonic on the flatted 7 of our chord G. Followed by the same comping pattern. Now on to phrase 2. Our second phrase will start again with the G minor pentatonic at the 3rd fret. Here's the first lick of the second phrase. This starts with a whole step bend on the 3rd string, 5th fret, Then we have a pull off from 5 to 3. Then a hammer on from the 3rd to the 5th fret. And then we're going to move our comping pattern to the 8th fret for the C chord change. At this point in the progression, we're on a C7th chord. So we'll be moving the comping here. This is a C5. This is a quick F. We're not really going to an F change here. This is just motion around C. And then to our abbreviated C7th chord with a trill. Then we're on to our next lick. This lick mixes both major and minor pentatonic of G. So we'll start out with a bend, again, a whole step bend at the 5th fret. And then this is all minor pentatonic. Then we're going to do a little slide and approach into the major 3rd of G. That's out of the G major pentatonic scale. Then we'll end the lick on the root G. And then back to our G accompaniment pattern. On to the 3rd phrase. Our last phrase starts with a lick that's out of the G minor pentatonic scale between the 6th and 8th frets. Here it is. So we have a whole step bend and release, followed by a pull off, and then another whole step bend at the 8th fret. This lick is targeted over the D7, so it would make sense that this bend is up to a D note. So I'm starting and ending this lick on a D. This is followed then by a C comping pattern because the progression then moves down to the 4 chord C. It's the same pattern we did before at the 8th fret. Then we follow this up with a lick that's leading into the last longer lick. So it's kind of all one long lick. We have a whole step bend. This is our G minor pentatonic scale again. Then a half step bend. And then moving down to the 3rd fret. This is where we have a mixed pentatonic lick, so mixed G major and G minor pentatonic. So this is minor pentatonic, minor 3rd, hammered into the major 3rd. This is an approach tone into the G major pentatonic scale. Then this is just mixed major and minor. And then we're going to chromatically approach the 5 chord, that would be the D7. So we have an abbreviated form here. This is the root, the major 3rd, and the flatted 7. Let's hear the whole last phrase. We'll then end that on a G ninth at the 10th fret. Here we have root, major 3rd, flatted 7, ninth, and if you want you can put the 5th on top under the bar. That's it for blues solo with comping in the key of G number 5. I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music, and I hope to see you back on my channel soon.